After I saw the video from Joel Osteen's The Secret to Solving Problems, there's come something from my mind what he didn't say. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever tried to stay positive when life keeps throwing challenge on your way? Or have you tried to letting go of the resentment, hoping to feel lighter? Or have you ever prayed or meditate expecting clear guidance? If you have those kind of questions in mind, then this video is for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is PK John. In this channel, we're going to share Pastor Joel's message, The Secret to Solving the Problem. In the spiritual perspective of view, help you to unlock the faith, find your personal growth. Also, if you're in a journey of finding your true purpose in life, your life potential, don't forget to click subscribe button below, join our community, and then make sure you stick till the end because we're going to share the common pitfall most people facing when they are facing the problem. So let's begin. In today's message, Pastor Joel mentioned about introducing to the problem, acknowledge of common challenge, and unmet expectation. And also, he gave the example of unsolving family issues, something like persistent health and some unfulfilled dreams. So, something come out from the question is, have you ever feel about the overwhelming by unsolving family issue, finding that it's so hard to maintain your emotion? When the problem comes, your emotion is getting tough to go over, to drop down, to help others to move forward. When the issue comes, emotion is something that's come encounter in the first things. And in the message, he also mentioned about the central thesis, which is the secret to solving the problem is helping others with their problems. Importance of shifting focus from self to others, which bring up another question is how to focus on helping others that can calm your emotional turmoil. So what are we talking about here? Emotion and a problem and other people. Pastor Joel mentioned about shifting your focus. In a spiritual perspective, we call this the energy shifting. We call this emotion drop. We need to pull the emotion out from what we are focusing, what our energy is, so we can feel with more solution. So compared to the issue focusing, problem focusing, once we found a way to release emotion, to transfer the energy, then that means we can have more focusing on the solution. So how can we do that? Pastor Joel already mentioned help others is one of the way and the most important way to solve the problem. Because once your focus shift, once you found other people's problem, then your emotion is going to be separate, because right now you are focusing helping other people. So your emotion eventually is going to focus, your energy is going to spend on helping others find the solution. So pulling out the emotion, find a solution with the energy on other people is the key that Pastor Joel mentioned in this part. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Pastor Joel mentioned about the story of a neighborhood basketball coach. He mentioned he's struggling with his teenage son and their inability to connect. Also coaching a young man from a single parent's family, helping him academically and personally. In this transformation, he is improved in the relationship with his own son, coinciding with mentoring the young man. The unexpected resolution of personal issue through acting of kindness. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever helped someone in need and unexpected found that your own long-standing issue began to resolve? What do you mean by that? As the example Pastor Joel mentioned, a coach helping with other teenager, and the benefit of helping others resolve between the coach and his son's relationship. How can we see in the perspective of the spiritual side? Remember, when you put energy, the more thing will attract on what you're focusing on. In this case, coach is focusing on helping others, young men, to solve their problem. His energy is finding the solution. His energy is paying others try to solve the problem. So in reflect, this energy has been flow out with no hesitation when the coach is helping others. Also, in the meantime, coach dropped his emotion, not struggling between the relationship of his son and himself. He dropped this worry, he dropped this hesitation, this struggle. Turn away using the emotion to help others. So this is one of way to pulling your emotion out while you encounter the issue. So your energy can be more focusing on solution finding. Okay? So let's keep going to the next one. Pastor Joel mentioned about scriptural support and a theological insight. He referenced to Job, the biblical example of Job's recovery being linked to praying for his friend. Also, the general principle is the principle of sowing and reaping, helping others trigger personal breakthrough. Have you ever experienced this feeling, urging you to give out your last $20 bill from your wallet? This kind of urgent feeling, I know everybody have this kind of experience some way or others. When you go to church, are you going to hesitate to give out your tithes, give out the money, the last $20 to show your faith to God? Or have you feel like you are walking on the street and you saw someone is begging for food, begging for money, and your last bill in the wallet, you are urgently want to give this away? This is the emotional from the sixth sense. We can tell something is not common happening around us. We can recognize when something that's inspire us urging to do something. With this sixth sense connection, we can say the divine from God is trying to open up some door, some opportunity, or some lesson for you to walk through. As Pastor Joel mentioned about the biblical example, Job is being linking with his friend through a prayer. So Job have all kind of the trouble, all kind of the test from the bad side. He still try to pray for other people. He still try to pray other friends to find their solution. As the principle of sowing and reaping, whatever you give, whatever you receive, whatever you put your energy on, and you are going to receive back the same energy. That's why we need to shift our focus, our energy, our emotion from our self-problem to other people. So as our intuition, we always have sudden idea. We always come out with some kind of urgency. But this is not happen often. Why? Because in our daily life, we have a lot of things going on in our mind. We have no idea where is our sixth senses. We have no idea of our clarity of our next move. So how can we solve this problem? It is very easy. we already heard a lot of the stand still, listen, and waiting for God's voice from Bible, from teachers, right? But in a spiritual perspective, we can do in a meditation way to calm the mind, not thinking anything, just do one simple action. Breathe. You breathe in and you breathe out. You breathe in and exhale. You know, this simple exercise, when you tell yourself to breathe in, breathe out, your mental, your conscious side, which is occupied with your command, and you are doing this simple exercise, is a very straightforward way to calm your mind, calm your heart, calm your emotion. That's why I believe everybody have this kind of experience. When you are going to give out a presentation, you are so nervous, your emotion, and you are so worried about the presentation process. So your friend, the teachers always tell you, breathe deeply and exhale, right? So this is the same scenario. That's how can we release our emotion and put our focus away from what we are worried at. You simply clear up your mind and focusing on your breath. Calm your mind. Don't think anything. Just breathe. You can sit, you can lie down, you can walk. Just simply breathe can help you to calm your mind and enjoy the moment. As you're doing this, your conscious mind is calmed down, as clean, as clear as the level that it can be. And at the moment, our sixth sense, our unconscious, our divine God, the Bible verse, will reply to you when you ask the question. Okay, so that's pretty much about the basic stuff, how you connect with your sixth sense to listen to God's voice. This is just one of the way. So many ways out there. Feel free to search online. And learn as many as you can, because spiritual perspective is so wide. We have so knowledge that we don't even know it exists. So when you listen more, when you learn more, when you practice more, it will give you better feeling what is the real spiritual perspective is in every single area of our life. In a religion, we can say this as the emotion, is energy. In our daily life, we can say this is a psychology. This is some kind of the thinking or process. In a family, we can say this like a relationship. This is like a connection. This is like a feeling, the deeper connection to your family. All kind of different area. When you learn more and more on the spiritual side, you can open up the eyes and see the whole new world in different angle. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one, Pastor Joel mentioned about application and the call to action. He encouraged men to act. Practical step to be a blessing. Visiting the sick, supporting co-workers, aiding friends. Also emphasize on the unseen spiritual mechanism where helping others help oneself. He also mentioned about the faith in action, story of personal sacrifice. There he's sharing about a story about a narrator's father supporting another church, and because other church need the money, so his father give the only money he have for his church building fund to other church, and also all of a sudden this energy, this money flow back to his father. So he built up the church after he helping others. And the last one is a result of the confirmation. The positive outcome and the action takes in faith. So Lakewood's expansion and the continued blessing is one of the simple God blessing to this church. while the church is helping others, those results is come out is extraordinary. The result is come out is outstanding. The result come out is so unique. No one ever thought the stadium can become the church. So throughout the years of process, the church helping others and others helping church. As a result, we can see. So in the Pastor Joel mentioned about the call to action, we have to separate those call to action into 3 different levels. So the first one, of course, is going to be the emotion. So we have to learn our first step to visit someone sick and found that it brought unexpected emotion stability to your life. We have to reach out, find those sick people. We have to control our emotion when we are thinking in our own issue. Once we are focusing on other people, our emotion is going to be pulled out, our energy is going to be pulled out, and focusing on other people. And the second one, we have to clean our negative energy, which is our bad thinking. So something like you are supporting a coworker and at a friend, this is a shift. Notice of the clear shift. That's your personal energy level. It will be changed. Because when we are always stay in our issue, we are not moving forward. We are not helping others. Eventually, our energy is like a river flow. Is going to be stuck in a dead river. Dead lake. So river is not going in and flowing out. Then your energy is the same thing. If you are keeping your negative, your bad habit, your bad thinking, it's going to be ruin your daily activity, your daily work. You are going to get pulling down and keep your focus on the bad things. So the only thing to change is try to find other people's problem. Try to shift away and give out the goodness, give out your help, give out your act. By doing this, universe is a circle. Whatever you give out, whatever you receive, whatever you sow, and whatever you reap. That is the principle that Bible wants to show us. And the last part that is most important, the faith in action, as Pastor Joel mentioned. We have to connect our sixth sense, our intuitive, our divine with God, with the Bible, or kind of the sixth sense, supernatural power. We have to learn as many ways we can do to connect, because that is the only way for us to take the action, for us to grow up. As the example, Pastor Joel mentioned about his father. His connection from the divine, from the God, is giving out the fund, helping other church to build their church. When urgentness comes, you cannot think, because thinking is a conscious mind. Always ask question: do I really have to do it? Why should I do it? We have our own problem already. Why do we need to help others? But with the same things comes, your urgentness is going to give out this money. All of a sudden, you just act on it. You don't think, you don't question. That means you connect to your sixth sense by acting out urgentness. Okay, so connect to your sixth sense have all kind of different ways. We are not going to get in deeper, but in the religion side, in the spiritual side, it's called stand still, listen and waiting for God's voice. Or open up your mind, open up your possibility around you, and just to accept everything you receive every day through your environment, through your coworker, through everyone else. So by doing that, you will receive more accurate, intuitive from God, from divine, and give you the solution, give you the answer, while you are asking the right question in your calm mind. So control emotion, shift away by helping others, clear your bad energy, your negative energy, by putting your energy out, focusing on other people's problem, and also act urgently when you have this feeling, want to help others. Those three things is very important for you to move forward and growing deeper on a personal growth. Okay, one last thing, we are going to talk about the pitfall when most people they are facing a problem. As usual, leave a comment below. Let us know what kind of pitfall is in your mind. If you have different thinking than ours, bring up for the discussion. We can see the different pitfall, different angles, and we can have the deeper connection. Okay, are you ready for the pitfall? Okay, so for the common pitfall when people facing a problem is ignore the small voice. What do you mean by that? We just mentioned about urgentness. When God gives you the intuitive, when God gives you the idea, when God gives you something that you never think about it, you just have to act on it. You cannot think, you cannot ask, you cannot question, because sixth sense from the God, from divine, a lot of time it is nonsense. It doesn't make sense for you. But when you act out, after a while you look back, you will see how the dots being connected together. Because once you act on the sixth sense, another dot is going to show up, another doors, another opportunity going to open up, and you're going to take again your intuitive. You're going to move on with your sixth sense. Then another one will be coming up. Once you hit enough experience, skill, knowledge, then all of a sudden you hit your destination, you hit your goal, you hit your dream. That is how those dots connect together when you listen and taking seriously about the small voice. So make sure you avoid the mistake. Try to listen to the small voice, act on it, don't think. Okay? So in the last part of the video, we're going to talk about my dream. As we know, the dream is the way our unconscious mind communicate with our conscious mind through the night, through the divine, through God. Okay, so today's dream is very short. The first part of the dream, I saw a fire truck. Okay, that is the first thing I saw. And I saw someone is trying to change their name. There's action, they are changing their name. First part of the dream is very vague. I don't remember the detail, but I only remember the big things. And the second part is unclear too. I don't understand why this dream is something about change the clothes. And the clothes had to be completely white. This is come from the instructor, come from master. And in the dream, I feel this is something to do with the student exchange. Something the student go to another country and stay there. It's kind of weird because sometimes the dream give you the whole story, but when you wake up, you suddenly remember the details. But the big thing I remember is the white cloth, the master, and the student. And the student that I saw in the dream, they are more like a country boy. They haven't seen the big city before. They are so curious on everything. Okay, that's pretty much about the dream. Very short, very unclear, but a lot of points that we can analyze. So the first part of the dream, fire truck, what is that present? The fire truck present the urgentness, the danger, and something, the action of the cleaning. The action of the cleaning. So in the dream, I saw this fire truck. Maybe it's represented in my life. Maybe I have some action I need to take. I need to make some decision. I need to act fast about the situation. Okay, that's the first thing about the fire truck. And the second thing about the action, that I'm changing the names. Names mean change the identity, and the names also change the personal position about the image to the public. That is something represent in the dream, and this action might give me the reconsideration about the new self, How do I face the public? How do I face the reality? And the second part of the dream, clothes and white color, whole white color clothes. The represent about changing clothes means inner self, I'm changing, I'm ready to move into the next stage. And in the dream, change clothes mean I'm taking out the old model and I'm ready for the new identity and get ready for the new beginning. White clothes, white colors means clean, clear, new beginning. Okay, this is easy. And the teacher instruction. This is from teacher's instruction. It represent some of the higher knowledge, some of what I have wisdom is try to guide me through the rule. Some of the outsource of the power help me to make those changes. And the student from exchange who haven't seen the city, this represented student is meaning try to get used to the new environment, new culture challenge. They never see the city before. It's maybe around me. I am not familiar with the situation. I am observing the situation. Okay, that's pretty much about the dream. Let's get back to the connection of my reality. Okay, this is very interesting because at the time I took the class about the memory training. I took a class about singing, music related class, and I also took a class about yoga, some kind of the energy connection meditation yoga, the prosperity abundance yoga style. Okay, it's not a standard one. It's more kind of spiritual side of the yoga. So many classes going on. In the meantime, my YouTube channel has been moving into the new phase, which is the podcast, conversation, sharing the information, all kind of stuff. Is more like urgentness, fire truck. It's making a lot of change all of a sudden. So many stuff is coming in, and the master guide me through the process. He share how do I need to moving forward with all those information. So I'm looking for the instruction in the time, which is after I took the YouTube class from this master. He shared about how to become the train hacker, how to make your own thumbnail to be outstanding, all kind of the YouTube related courses. That's been happening after I took the class. The dream happened after those classes finish. Okay, so those class has been almost finished, almost complete, and I am encounter for the topic challenge. So I am keeping changing the clothes, try to make it more clarify in the different angle, because I took the YouTube class and the master guide me with his experience to a different direction. So that's why what is the reality going on right now. And the last part, the student in a very unfamiliar place try to get used to it. That is very obvious because so many knowledge, so many new stuff going on. My YouTube, my topic, and so many podcast style I have to learn. Those kind of stuff is reflecting to my dream. And everything that's I'm dreamed up, everything I have in the dream, reflecting to my reality. It's like a corresponding and give me a reminder that my current reality is going to have those kind of the phases, those kind of the changes, and I need to adapt to the situation. Just like a foreign student, we have to get used to the new culture, new stuff, clean up, and moving to a new phase. Very interesting, right? So dream sometimes is your unconscious mind try to predict, try to explain what happened to your reality. So the best way to do is Make sure you prepare notes when you wake up. Just write down whatever you remember in the dream. Ask for AI to do some psychology analytic on the dream and give you some of the meaning of each part. Then you can make a dot to connect with your reality. That is a very interesting. Okay, if you learned something today, please give thumbs up and share to your friend if they are looking for clarity about their life potential, their true purpose in life, personal growth. Make sure you click subscribe button below. We will come out more videos sharing the pastor's message in the spiritual perspective of view, help you to find your clarity, your true potential in life. And my name is PK John. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye.